You got everything done out there?
I gotta do the X chocks and then take down the water because you're done doing everything dish-wise in here, right?
Finally the inside's done. It was bad, you guys. Okay, we're about ready to finally pull out of our spot. We've been here in this seasonal spot now for 3 months, and we've taken little side trips. It took an extra long time.
But we are finally ready to go and get out of here.
Look how big this place looks with the table in there. Every time we travel and we hit any kind of bumps, we have an issue with our IKEA table. It slides and hits down here, and it's like banging up our cabinet really bad. So today we're trying something different. We're sticking it here, and the slide's going to close and trap it in there, so we're hoping that that is going to make a difference. The last time that the table fell, it actually like broke the leg underneath it. Not broke, but kind of popped it out of place, so I'm afraid if the table keeps falling, it's gonna fall apart. So when we are heading out for the next contract, there's a couple of things that we always have to take care of, and it's just part of being on the road, and it is basically, instead of house maintenance, we have car maintenance and vehicle maintenance. So yesterday I ran around with the kids. 2 days ago I took the van in and got the oil change. Everything was fine. And by the way, we love Valvoline, and we're not sponsored to say this, but Valvoline takes really good care of us. It's super easy. I can drive in with the kids in the car, and we stay in the car, and they take care of everything for us. Never even have to get out of the car. And then they do this thing called a top up or a top off, where you can go and you can get all of your fluids topped off, and then you can get more oil added for free in between your oil changes. So yesterday when John went to work, he left me the truck. I went to Valvoline with the truck. Kids stayed in the car. We pulled up. We said we just need everything topped off and check the oil. And they actually didn't have the grade of oil that we were using in stock, so they gave us a good oil. They upgraded for us and filled our oil with the good stuff for free, and they are super friendly, very fast. They also air our tires up, so every time we get to go on a long road trip, we make sure that everything is in order, because there's nothing worse than being stranded on the side of the road because you didn't do maintenance that was free. So I had them check the tires in John's truck, and it turned out one of them was low, and they said you really probably better go get this checked, you know, to see if there's a leak, because I'd hate for you to be pulling your rig and blow a tire. I was like, yeah, we don't want that. So off to Discount Tire I went with the kids yesterday. We get to Discount Tire, it takes about an hour and a half, but they found a nail this big in the tire, and they patched it, and everything was fine. They rotated our tires. All of that was free because they're awesome. Discount Tire is another one that we really love to use. And we also have the basically extended warranty, that's not what they're called, but on all of our tires. So we get really good service there. And the kids and I walked from there, closed out our UPS box. We went and got cash to settle up our seasonal spot here for the last bit of time that we've been here, and came back, went to the hospital, swapped the cars, and then found a light on in my van for low tire pressure. And I probably could have just gone and aired up the tires, but I wanted to be sure, so we went back to Discount Tire. They looked at it, they aired it up, everything was good. It just took a while. But all of that, and then we finally got to the beach, and it was so perfect. There was this beautiful sunset, and then we thought we saw an eagle's nest, but it turned out to be an osprey nest. And we didn't know this, but it got me researching, and osprey, another name for an osprey, is a sea hawk. So it was so fun that on our last day in the Seattle area, we finally saw a sea hawk and their nest, which is huge, like an eagle's nest. It was really incredible. Okay, I've talked enough. It's time for me to help John roll out of here, so let's go. we're staying at the Cabela's right outside of Coeur d'Alene, and I have a friend who also traveled the country for 2 years in their fifth wheel with their family, and we were friends back when I lived in Colorado. And in fact, they were part of what inspired us to hit the road in the first place. I texted her tonight, and I'm like, oh, I really wanted to stay and visit, but we were just passing through on the way to Yellowstone. And so she just called me, and she's like, hey, are you still up? I'm gonna come by and at least give you a hug. So she's on her way here now. She's like, I'm only 15 minutes from that Cabela's. So I'm excited to see her.
We're around the world together, so often away. Come again, it's now or never. We're going away. You never know what we will find behind the line. Find behind the line.
Oh my goodness, Lake Coeur d'Alene is gorgeous. So pretty. Well, John's like walking me. He's like, I could live here. I could live here. We could live here. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. So here's our plan. This is day 2 of driving, and we still do not have a contract. It is Saturday now, which means we are not going to hear back until Monday, and we'll be deep in the heart of Yellowstone, and I'm not sure we're going to have service. So we may be on our way to Colorado before we hear anything about our next contract, which is kind of scary. I tell you what, I'm not gonna lie, this is exactly the refresher that I needed. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh, hello, mountains. Idaho, Montana line right here. It's beautiful. 2 states down,
Yeah.
7 to go.
We're around the world together, so often away. Come again, it's now or never. We're going away. You never know what we will find behind the line.
Yeah, this is so cool. I don't know if you guys knew this, but when we first started out, Montana was like the goal. We wanted to get to Montana. Now, unfortunately, we aren't going to get to Glacier, which is specifically the national park we wanted to see. But just to be driving through Montana right now is amazing.
Oh, we can run the world.
All the feels. We just crossed the Continental Divide. Oh, yeah. John's telling me he'd love to climb around here. Oh, this is so gorgeous. So gorgeous. Oh, I miss the mountains so much. This makes me miss... I almost said this makes me miss home. This makes me miss Colorado. I don't know if I have seen 80 miles an hour as a speed limit before. Maybe I have, but it seems unique to Montana so far. I love this. There's like mountain ranges, and then there's these big, wide open plain. They're like rolly hills in between the mountain ranges. Really cool. This is so exciting. I'm like bursting at the seams right now. It's also a little terrifying. We are driving up a pass, a Forest Service road pass above this town. As we're approaching this area, we have to stop and let the elk pass by. Oh my gosh, I was like giddy. Okay, I'm chronicling this, even though you can't see me still. We've been driving for what feels like miles uphill, and it's getting narrower and steeper, and there hasn't been a single place to turn around. So at this point, yeah, we're getting a tiny bit nervous because it's still pitch black out here, and we don't know where this road is leading. Literally, we can tell that we're on the side of a mountain. Like, I don't want to accidentally drop off the road because I'm not really sure what's down there. I mean, honestly, I don't know if there's as many crazy people as we are that would take their rig all the way up here. So hopefully there'll be something open.
Open. Yeah, we're pretty crazy. Always have been.
Holy good that it's pitch black and I can't see exactly what's over the side of that edge.
There's probably not much, based on the way it looks like right here anyway.
Yeah, I see all the city lights. Holy cow, that's really far down. There's no place to turn around and no warning for larger rigs as we came up here that there wouldn't be a place to turn around. So it's a little nerve-wracking. We just keep going up and up and up and up. So it's 9:30 at night. Chloe has fallen asleep. None of us have had dinner. This adventure is certainly adventurous. Oh, hallelujah. We found a spot and there's a turnaround just ahead, but there's people camping there, so we don't want to bother them right now, but we did find a spot. John's getting us set up. We're like on the cliff edge though, so oh my gosh, kids are not allowed to be outside. So you see that grass? I don't know what's on the other side of that. Is it a cliff? I don't know. I'm kind of scared. Thankfully, what I thought was a cliff last night was not actually a cliff. It was just a marshy area. This morning I woke up and I was like, oh, maybe my breath stinks, or I smell funny. I can't, it has to be me because it's following me everywhere I go. And then I realized it's sulfur. Of course, we're right outside of Yellowstone and there's a little marsh right there. It's probably sulfur. Are you on? Buckle. You gotta get buckled. Chloe, ready to go see Yellowstone?
There must be more. There must be another way. There must be conscience. Different things in different ways. There must be love. There must be a reason. And a little bit of faith has got to come.
It sure felt like this was all sheer drop off last night. I'm thankful that it wasn't. There is Yellowstone on the other side of this fence. Look at the line to get in.
It's not that bad.
It's not terrible, but it's pretty funny because they all just came through town.
All right, let's go get breakfast.
Yes, let's do this. We have made it to Wonderland. We're going to Wonderland Cafe for breakfast. Here we go.